Most tourists miss the real Istanbul. In this video, I'm showing you the 15 most touristy things visitors do and comparing them to what we locals actually do instead. The best Istanbul experiences aren't on the tourist map. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know actually where to go and what to do like an actual Istanbulite. Drinking coffee in the universal brands like Starbucks. You're traveling to Istanbul. That's beautiful, lovely city. Do something locals do. We drink Turkish coffee or Turkish tea in such local places. For example, when you walk around in Istanbul, you'll see a place like this. People are sitting down there like this. You see small chairs, colorful tables. This is a true break what locals do. That's a true local experience. The Bosphorus tour. Most of the tourists, they take Bosphorus tour. They purchase packages. That tour takes them through the Bosphorus. You know, they're speaking about the historical buildings around the city, some important details about the city. We as locals, no, we don't do it. You know what we do? We take ferries like this. This one, for example, I pay only $1 for that trip. And there are like tens of lines in the Bosphorus like this. This is a true local Bosphorus tour. And I bought my Turkish tea as usual. People are feeding seagulls, you see.
Breakfast is another big difference between tourists and locals in Istanbul. Tourists usually have breakfast at their hotel, in cafes near the Blue Mosque. Sometimes it is just a croissant, coffee, eggs, or a simple plate before starting the day. But Turkish breakfast is completely different experience. A traditional Turkish breakfast spread can include many different small plates and tea that keeps coming. Of course, the number of dishes can change from home to home, and not every table has the same amount of food. But for many Turkish families, breakfast is still something slower, richer, and more social than a quick cafe breakfast.
Spice market. That's where tourists come. And you should. It's a beautiful place. You see spice everywhere. That's why we call it spice market, right? We call it Egyptian bazaar because Ottoman Empire used to sell stuff here. They brought from Egypt. Just we're gonna go out of that place. I'm gonna show you a place, a street where locals are buying spices and other stuff. Hasırcılar Street. You see, spice street, desserts. That's where we come. Cheap. Everything is cheaper. Local, local, local. So the desserts, what tourists do? They eat desserts in a historic town, but I'm gonna show you where we are eating the real Turkish dessert. After the world itself, this is the second most important turn for me. Da-da-da-dam. Künefe with ice cream and of course Turkish tea. Künefe is a syrup-based dessert. Crunchy noodles soaked in syrup and cheese inside. Awesome! I love it! 350 liras. That is about $7.50. And taxis! That's what tourists do. They take taxis everywhere. You see the traffic behind me. That is normal traffic in Istanbul. It's so crowded city. But as we locals, I'm gonna show you what we do instead. That's what we do. Istanbul card. We take ferries, trams, buses, like metros, everything with Istanbul card.
Evening entertaining is another big difference between tourists and locals in Istanbul. Tourists usually look for rooftop bars, places with a Bosphorus view, or restaurants promoted online for visitors. These places can be nice, but many of them are expensive and built around the view more than the local experience. Locals usually do something different. They go to a meyhane in Beyoğlu, Kadıköy, or another neighborhood. A meyhane is a traditional place where people sit for a long time, order small plates called meze, drink rakı, and talk for hours.
Hamams. There is a huge difference between what tourists do and locals do because I'm hearing crazy prices in the old town, like $200, $300 for a hammam. So I'm gonna show you what we do in the local lot, and it is only like 550 liras. That is about $12.
So first they give you a room like this. You have your room. You can lay down here, you can sleep. They give you first these. We call it peştemas. You put around your bed like this. But if you don't like it, they give you
short as well. You can put a short on you.
For many Turkish people, a hammam is a place for washing, cleaning, and relaxing. For me, it is also like a therapy. Sometimes I can stay in a hammam for almost 3 hours, just washing, resting, and cooling down between the hot room and the water. In many hammams, you can also buy extra services like a foam wash or massage.
Now, let's talk about history. If you're a tourist, probably you're gonna go to Topkapı Palace, Sultanahmet, the Blue Mosque, these famous landmarks. But for locals, I cannot tell you exactly where we go because every one of us has unique historical places to visit. This is Mihrimah Sultan Mosque. That is like 15th century mosque. It is older than the Blue Mosque. And here we got famous fountain. It is Ahmet III fountain. Every Turkish people have their own unique historical place to visit. Istanbul will offer you unlimited monuments, unlimited history to discover.
Let's talk about the end of the night because this is another big difference between tourists and locals. Many tourists are used to going back to their hotel around 10 p.m. after dinner. They finish the day and they get ready for the next morning. But Istanbul does not really sleep, and neither do its people. Locals often stay out late, especially in busy neighborhoods like Kadıköy, Beyoğlu, Beşiktaş, and Ortaköy. Some people go out for late night soup and eat midye dolma on the street, and some just sit with tea and continue talking for hours. Istanbul nights offer simple local experience. That's why the local night in Istanbul often begins when many tourists go back to their hotels.
Let's talk about food. Tourists always eat around the attractions in Old Town, and menus there like in other like 5 languages. Look, I'm walking now through a local street in my neighborhood. No English, right? And no one is bothering you outside. Hey, come here, eat, come here, eat. I'm gonna show you the meat kebab I eat. Let's go. This is the place where I eat in Üsküdar. I really like it. Ah, man. That is heaven. That's what I'm talking about. Half the price, double the taste. It's so awesome. You see that? The view. If you're a tourist, probably you will see Istanbul from the Galata Tower. There are hundreds of places that you can watch the city. This is my local place. Sunset behind the European continent. They are sitting down, they are watching the golden hour as the sun disappears behind the European continent right there. If you subscribe and like this video, it really helps us grow to show you real Turkey. Bread! If you're a tourist, you're probably gonna eat bread with your dinner or lunch. It's gonna be served with your food. But you know what? Bread is a huge culture and very important in Turkey. Like simit. That's crunchy sesame bread is a huge part of Turkish culture. If you don't have simit in your hand in the morning in Istanbul, you don't really feel the city. So you see simit carts everywhere, and one simit is 25 liras. That is about like 55 cents in the USD. Like one more there, you see? Like 50 meters. Sunday, so tourists always hang out around historic center in Sultanahmet. They go to museums, they go to the mosques. But what locals do, they usually come around the Bosphorus in Istanbul and fish, you know, sit around. He's offering a free fish for a baby. We also go to old bazaars like this, a culture that has been going for 1,000 years. We walk through these beautiful streets in Istanbul. You see? That's a true local experience. Cats, I know. We walk, we take a stroll in that narrow historic streets.
For tourists, leaving Istanbul usually means checking out, taking a taxi, and going to the airport. But for locals, Istanbul never feels finished. There is always another street, another tea house, another view, and another story waiting somewhere in the city. If you leave Istanbul feeling like you did not see enough, that is normal. No one really does. That's exactly the point. Thanks for watching.